Don't go away. We'll get the we'll get focused in time here. Calvin Cast Iron at the Rouses Point Civic Center, beautiful downtown Rouses Point. It's the 12th day of January 2019. We're still trying to get our manual focus working, and we'll do it between whistles, I guess. It's Beekmantown and Northeastern and CPAC varsity boys hockey. 12 degrees when we shut our vehicle off outside, so it's a chilly day in the North Country. We are up here in the warm booth because it's cold out there today, and we have to put up with the netting, so it's going to interrupt our picture a little bit, but either come up here or stay home. It's just a cold day. It's just too cold for me to head out there. Still working on that focus. Well, as soon as we get our focus in line, we'll give you the rosters for both teams. And when I do that, I have to apologize. I was here a week or so ago for the Lake Placid game, or Saranac Lake game, I think it was. Well, maybe Lake Placid. I pulled out an insert from the program they give you, and I saw it was advertising, so I just thought it was advertising on both sides. I didn't realize that I had the visitors roster on the back side of that, so I went the whole game without mentioning the visiting names because I thought I didn't have them. But I should have known the folks involved in this hockey program are on top of things and are very well organized and have been right from the get-go. "35 years or so ago when they put this rink in here. Still working on that focus. Not often I have to use the manual focus, so I'm not particularly up on how to get it to work. So bear with me here. Let's see if we can down to 13:20. We have a penalty on the Cougars. 2-minute penalties this year instead of the usual minute and a half, and 17 minutes playing time per period. So they're now playing an extra 6 minutes. We covered a girls' game last week, and they're still playing the regular 90 seconds and 15 minutes. That's always been the high school rate. So they're trying it out this year. Whether they stick with it in years to come, only time will tell, as we attempt again to get things in focus. I'm not sure if a little bit of film on the window is interrupting the camera wanting to focus. But if we don't get it done this period, we'll spend the entire time between periods getting it done. We're able to get it done in Shazy, where we shoot through a net at the Scott's rink. So we should be able to do it here. Beekmantown coming this way. Cougars shooting in the other direction. Guerin is the goalie at this end. He's busy at the moment. And for Beekmantown, it's McCarthy. Connor McCarthy for them, and Ethan Guerin on the Cougar side. 11:08 to go in the opening period, still scoreless. The 2-minute penalty has elapsed, so they're both back at full strength. Eagles unable to take advantage of the power play. I want to thank Richard Letourneau, who got the key for us to get us in here. It's a little booth at the hockey club put in, along with a viewing area next door for fans. This is actually more of a storage room here. Of course, Letourneaus have been involved in this rink right from the beginning. Richard Letourneau Sr. and Dick Butterball Letourneau was the mayor when the other part of this stuff started happening. Yeah, I can't zoom in too much because of the focus. It will stay wide, and the out of focus is less obvious. The shot goes wide. Under 10 to go in the first. Right now it's about as close as I can zoom in without the focus becoming a big issue. Apologize for that. Got a late start getting here, had a lot to do on this Saturday. And as I suspected, parking is at a premium. I got the last available spot in the parking lot. Shazy Hardware is starting to fill up. And Gino's Pizza will fill up too before this game is done. Cougars taking some shots. Face off to the left of the goalie Guerin. I think I've mentioned before, I believe Rick, his father, was a state champion goalie for St. John's years ago. There'll be a whistle. Delay, oops. I'm looking for the delayed call, and there we go. Two-minute penalty on Beekmantown. So the Cougars on the power play. Minute 40, 6:56 on the clock. If you're watching this on the internet, you feel free to fast forward to the second period or later on here, and just you can scan as you go and see when we gain our focus. We've improved a little bit, but not exactly what we want. They dump it in. Make a line change, no icing because of the penalty. Taking off his stick. There we go. Boom, carrying it out. Face off to the left. Let's get through those names here while we can. Riley Hansen 1 for Beekmantown. Gordon King 4. Dayton Rovers 5. Tyler Van Wart 6. Robert Tatro 7. Caden Kowalowski 8. Cody Ripus is 9. Luke Moser 10. Well, I saw his grandmother in the parking lot. Eagles, of course, back at full strength, keeping the pressure on here. Ooh, nice save. 4:38, 0-0. Northern tier rivalry here. Beekmantown, of course. Beekmantown has Shazy players in addition to Beekmantown players. And Northeastern. Under 4 to go in the first. And they found the net, back of the net, Facette, number 25. So we'll take this moment to continue with the names. Dalton Kane, 11. Connor McCarthy wears number 30, and he's the goalie, and he wears number 12 when he's on the ice. Tanner Carter is 13. Andrew St. Hilaire 14. Anthony Marion 16. Kagan Olivsey is 17. Alex Brenza is 18. Colin Lattenville 19. Hayden King is 21. Evan Davison 23. Gavin Facette is 25. He's the fellow who just scored. Not sure if we'll be able to hear the PA to get the assist on that. Well, it's 1-0 Eagles with 3:25 showing here in the first period. On the 12th day of January 2019. Middle of a chilly weekend. Hit 0 at my house on Friday morning. Overnight, last night, didn't get quite that cold, but tonight's supposed to be heading below 0. All right, 27, DJ Gagno got the assist. And he's the next one after Nolan Lattenville, 26 to announce for Beekmantown. We've got 3 more names. Trent Trahan, is he old enough to be on the varsity? How about that? 28. Matthew Parent, 29. Braden Winnington, 23. And Kagan Kluke, 44. Two and a half to go in the first. Very nice article in today's Press Republican by Shan Moore, the editor of the Press, regarding the situation with Hometown Cable. I appreciate her interest. Keeping Garen busy on that one. 118 showing. And taken away there by Cougars number 3. That's Gagno, Noah Gagno. 1:03 to go. Okay, let's see. Trent Tran, Matthew Parent, 29. Braden Whittington. Yeah, I got those. Kagan Kluke. Yeah, I got all those. So I got 54 seconds here with the Cougars. As soon as the period's over, we'll read the Cougar names. 45 seconds. Twenty-one seconds. All right, starting the Cougars. Cody Lyon, number 1. Reed LaValle, 2. Noah Gagno, 3. Avery Sample, 4. Ethan Guerin, 24. Or number 5 on his skating. 15.7 to go. Michael Pennington, 6. John Bolson, 7. Blake Chevalier, 8. Hunter LaValle, 9. Tyler Gay, 10. Owen Hollister, 11. Chase Letourneau, 12. Landon Coulombe, 14. Lucas Bedard, 17. Sam Bolson, 19. Thomas Richard, 21. Kai Bertz, 22. Ty Vassar, 23. RJ Johnston, 44. 2-minute penalty for the Cougars. So we're going to start the second period with the Cougars having a 1:45 penalty. Cougar head coach Scott LaFountain, assisted by Justin Sampo and Rick Guerin, along with Roach Bellet, and the managers Wyatt Stanley and Scott Gort. For the visiting Eagles, Justin Frichette's the head coach, assisted by Blake Frichette, Dennis Harsh, and Brandon Buxa. We'll be back with the second period and a Beekmantown power play to start the second, and a 1-0 lead for the Eagles to start the second. Don't go away. We hope to be in focus when we come back. Hansen is in goal for Beekmantown to start the second period. I thought I kept track of who was suited up and got in position for that first period. So if it wasn't who I said it was, and it was Hansen, my apologies to both of the players. But as you can see, we can't really tell who's on the far side here. Eagles on defense at this end, and the Cougars on the offense at this end. As you can tell, we are in need of a play-by-play person, so if there's anybody out there who would like to add their expertise, just give us contact and we'll let you know our next time we're here. 1:12 left in the power play. Under a minute now in the power play. Seven seconds in the penalty. The Eagles bring it back in a hurry. Stop by Garen. Penalty coming up. Cougars pull their goalie. The Eagle penalty coming up. So their penalty was over, so for a moment there they had 6 players on the ice. Now Garen comes back out. And the Cougars will go on a 2-minute power play with 14:43 showing. Again, 17-minute periods this year. Whether that remains permanent, time will tell. Of course, we know nothing is actually permanent. Comes to rules or year by year. Eagles looking for a shorthanded goal. And based on the traffic in the hall behind me, I let the folks in the Booster Club know their little darlings do roam freely. They tried this door about 3 times to get in here. So the little darlings are roaming around out there, not really watching the hockey game. Not all of them, but just a handful of them. Another short-handed attempt that Garen is forced to make a stop. Another attempt. The Eagles put some pressure on here in a short-handed position. .44 seconds to go in the penalty. Eagles have done a lot more than just kill the penalty. They're on the attack. We'll take these moments now, with 30 seconds to go in the penalty, to read those names again. We'll try to do it every period. For the Eagles, Riley Hansen 1. He's in goal. Gordon King 4. Dayton Rovers 5. Tyler Van Wart 6. Robert Tatro 7. Caden Kowalski 8. Cody Repis 9. Luke Mosier 10. Dalton Kane 11. Back to the action. There's a shot. .14 to go on a penalty. Another short-handed attempt. And the penalty is over. So the Eagles will be back at full strength. 12:40 showing. 1-0 Beekmantown. Okay, Connor McCarthy will be number 12 on the ice. Tanner Carter 13. Andrew St. Hilaire 14. Anthony Marion 16. Kagan Livesey 17. Alex Brenza 18. Colin Lattenville 19. Hayden King is 21. Evan Davison 23. And the puck is dropped. Garen covers up. Evan Davison 23, Gavin Fassett, the goal scorer 25, Nolan Lattenville 26, DJ Gagno the assister in this first and only goal 27, Trent Trahan 28, Matthew Parent 29, Braden Whittington 33, Kagan Kluke 44, Justin Frechette the head coach. Reminder, this is viewer-supported local television, hometown cable. I didn't get a chance with all the focus problems in that first period to emphasize that. It's viewer-supported. We're here. And we need viewer support. We've lost our ability to sell advertising on Channel 24. We no longer have 24. As we're talking right now, 24 doesn't even show up on the list of channels anymore for our local cable system in the northern tier. So if you appreciate hometown cable and 35 plus years of coverage of the North Country, it's time that you should probably step up and help keep this kind of programming happening, because I don't know of anybody else who's doing the extent of what we've done and has the history of what we have done anywhere in the world. Have this kind of a library available. Covered by Hansen. For the Cougars, Cody Lyon 1, Reed LaValle 2, Noah Gagno 3, Avery Sample 4, Ethan Guerin 24, the goalie, Michael Pennington 6, John Bolson 7, Blake Chevalier 8, Hunter LaValle 9, Tyler Gay 10. Cougars trying to keep the pressure on. The Eagles are in the middle of another penalty. 1:28 to go in that penalty. There's a shot, deflected. 1:15 in the power play. Kind of blocked out from that corner. Wrapped around and blocked by Hansen. Still got half a minute in the penalty. And a whistle. Let's see, what do we get? We got as far as Tyler Gay, right? Owen Hollister, 11. Chase Letourneau, 12. Landon Coulombe, 14. Lucas Bedard, 17. Sam Bolson, 19. Thomas Richard, 21. Kai Burtz, 22. Ty Vassar, 23. R.J. Johnston, 44. Head coach Scott LaFountain. 10:24 left in period number 2. 1-0 Beekmantown. 25 to go in a penalty. Wide. What we got going on in the corner here, out of our view. Some extracurricular happenings. Looks like a penalty coming up. It looks that way. So 29 heading for the box. It would be Parent. And for the next 12 seconds, Cougars will have a 2-man advantage. 10:06 to go. 5-on-3 for 12 seconds here. Oh. It's 5-on-4 now. I think the fourth Eagle was a little slow getting on the ice. There's an Eagle fan down below us saying, "Get him on the ice." What the heck is going on? Or something along those lines. Yes, believe it or not, I usually record down below, right below here, where I usually record. Last year when these two clubs met, there was some cursing going on. Well, the Cougars said, hey, that penalty box looks mighty comfortable, so they decided to put a man in there. So it'll be 4-on-4 for the next minute 22, and then it'll be a 38-second advantage for the Eagles. Whoa. Whoa. Getting a little physical out there. Well, you know the hockey game's going to break out. .909 left in the second period. And still 4-on-4. What are they doing? Cougars are making a change. The shot. That'll be icing. 44 to go in the Eagle penalty, 1:23 in the Cougar penalty. 8:50 to go in the second period. Face-off will come to the right of Hansen. In the Beekmantown penalty. And the Eagles are at full strength. We have the one-man advantage. To go in the Cougar penalty. And both teams are at full strength. 7:22 to go in the second, so we're well into the second period. Over half the game has been played. Good turnout. Of course, there's a warm room off to our far right, immediately to our right, out of view of the camera, but the bleachers are well filled with faithful fans on this 12-degree day. When it comes to girls hockey, these three schools are all teammates. It's the Beekmantown team, but Shazy and Northeastern are part of that squad, have been right from the get-go. So you might get some of the high school girl hockey players here cheering for their favorite team and cheering against each other because they're teammates when they play, but opponents when the boys are playing. Still 1-0 Eagles. We're at 6:03 to go in the second period. Cougars on the attack, but no help, or late help. Looks like they made some changes on that trip down the ice. And covered up by Hansen. .523 showing on this January 12th, 2019. We were in Ellenburg last night. And Cougar Bobcat basketball. Thursday we're in Shazy for Shazy Spoon Lake basketball. Wednesday we were supposed to be in Ellenburg, but actually, yeah, Thursday too. No school for the Bobcats, so we were able to go to Shazy. And then Wednesday we drove all the way to Ellenburg, find out that all after school activities have been canceled. Looked interesting there for a while, didn't it? So we ended up going back to Northeastern to get the Northeastern Plattsburgh girls hockey game. Now I'm going to get a call here. Looks like it's penalty worthy. I think it might be penalty worthy, whatever it is. And we got a Cougar going in the box. Cougar in the box. 4:26 to go in the second. There'll be a No, it's not a Cougar in the box. It's 5-on-5. Maybe it was offsetting penalties. I think it's offsetting penalties. I think Eagle went in the box and a Cougar went in the box. So it's offsetting penalties. So the timekeeper's got to keep track of those 2 minutes. They don't put it up on the clocks since there's no power play. .336. We try to cover as much hockey as we can. We got bowling and lots and lots of basketball teams to cover. It was threatening there, but it's cleared out now. Delayed offside, I think, was the call. So it's no call. Now we got offside. .244 to go in the second period. So we try to move it around, cover as many things as we can. That's why we need viewer support. So remember, if you're watching, you're a viewer, no excuses. We got a library of 20,000 videos we're trying to get up online, and that can't happen unless we get support. And internet presence isn't free. .153 when the puck went out of play. 1-0 Beekmantown. Closing 2 minutes of the second period. This is bonus time. The old 15-minute periods, the period will be over. With extra 2 minutes, bonus hockey. See if somebody can take advantage of it. Last time we were here, the Cougars scored in the latter seconds of the second period, and that goal made the difference in the game. So the extra playing time mattered in that game. Battling behind the net. We're at the 1 minute mark. .47.1 on the clock. Puck will be dropped. Oh, got our hand up. Down now. Ours is waved off. Whoa. 17 seconds. Eight seconds. Cougars trying to keep it in this end. Here come the Eagles on the attack. And there's the horn. There's the horn, guys. Horn. Period's over. So after two, it remains 1-0 Beekmantown here on viewer-supported local television, hometown cable. Don't go away. Third period is just underway. Beekmantown hanging on to a 1-point lead to start here. We're both teams at full strength. The Eagles shooting at this end, Cougars shooting on the far end. Needless to say, it's been an even match thus far with a 1-0 score. When the goalie turns his back, I'll try to get a number this time. Look, it's still number 1, so he might have been in there the whole game. That is Hansen. Puck is again blown dead. Cougars keeping it in. Comes Beekmantown. Ooh, puck is loose in front of the net and blown dead here. So let's give you the Eagles. 15:01 to go in this 17-minute period. Riley Hansen is number 1, the goalie. Gordon King is number 4. We'll get back to that one. Puck is dead. On the Eagles. Needless to say, if there is another goal in this game, it's going to be a big one. It'll either tie it or put the Eagles up by 2. That's the way it is in a 1-0 game. Beekmantown bringing it back. 13-16 to go in the game. Okay, Gordon King 4, Dayton Rovers 5, Tyler Van Wert 6, Robert Tetro 7, Caden Kowalski 8, Cody Reppus number 9, Luke Mosier 10, Dalton Kane 11, Connor McCarthy 12, Tanner Carter 13. That's that big goal we were talking about. The Eagles sneak it in, and it gives them a big 2-0 lead with 13:07 to go. Let's continue with that roster. Tanner Carter 13, Andrew St. Hilaire 14, Anthony Marion 16, Kagan Livesey 17, Alex Brainza 18, Colin Lattenville 19, Hayden King 21, Evan Davison 23, Gavin Fassett 25, Nolan Lattenville 26, DJ Gagno 27, Trent Trahan 28, Matthew Parent is 29, Braden Whittington 33, Kagan Kluke 44. Under 13 to go, 2-0 Beekmantown. A big goal. I'll listen and see if I can pick it up when they announce who scored and who got the assist. There's a stick loose on the ice here. Not sure which player lost it. Everybody on the ice seems to have a stick, so not like Kowalski was involved. Not sure if he got the assist or the goal. I didn't get the first one they announced. I think they announced the scorer first and the assist second, so Kowalski probably got the assist. Stick's still out there. Do we have a whistle? It's going to stay there, I guess. There's a whistle. And the owner of the stick comes out. Alright, I think we got all the Eagles red. Looks like a Chevalier stick. Okay, for the Cougars, Cody Lyon 1, Reed LaValle 2, Noah Gagno 3, Avery Sample 4, Ethan Guerin 24, he's the goalie. Michael Pennington 6, John Bolson 7. We got a whistle, 2-minute penalty on Beekmantown. We have a timeout here. Looks like we got a timeout. The noise you hear is the kids outside the walls here. Okay, we got as far as John Bolson, Jack Bolson 7, Blake Chevalier 8, Hunter LaValle 9, Tyler Gay 10, Owen Hollister 11, Chase Letourneau 12, Landon Coulombe 14, Lucas Bedard 17, Sam Bolson 19, Thomas Richard 21, Kai Bertz 22, Ty Vassar 23, RJ Johnston 44, Scott LaFountain the coach, etc., etc. Cougars on the power play. 11 minutes to go. And match starts at 4 o'clock. It's 22 minutes from now. It'll be close. But if Father Lewis has to start without me, he will. But we can't afford any overtime. Oh, wow, a short-handed goal by Livesey. And that is a crusher right there, 3-0 with 10:47 remaining. Still a minute 19 in the Eagle penalty. Short-handed goal we saw in the second period, I think it was. The Eagles putting all kinds of pressure on when they were short-handed. Not able to pick up who had the assist. .53 to go in the penalty. Yarn bounces it off the glass. Eagles put it right back on net. And the Cougars have scored. With 25 to go in the penalty, they're on the scoreboard. There's a look of maybe 14 to the honors. Coulomb, I think Coulomb, I'm guessing. So with 9:54 remaining, it becomes a 3-1 game. That shorthanded goal really looms large at this point. We'll try to listen to see who got the assist. I think there were 2 assists. I heard Chevalier at the end, but it looks like a penalty coming up here, maybe. Guerin headed for the... With 9:10, we might have another Cougar power play. Yep, another penalty for Beekmantown. .10 on the clock. 2 minutes on the penalty clock. Aaron clears it out. 50 seconds to go in the penalty. 7:59 to go in the game. 3-1 Beekmantown. Still 30 seconds in the penalty. Hansen covers up. 26 on the penalty. Face off to the right of Hansen. January 12th, 2019. High school hockey, the Rouses Point Civic Center. If you're watching this, you're a viewer, and we are viewer supported. So if you have an excuse or reason for not supporting us, please let us know. Otherwise, please feel free to contribute to make this programming coming. Keep this programming coming. Both teams back at full force, and Garen nonchalantly flicks his hand out there and grabs that puck. 6:45 remaining in the third period, 15 minutes before mass starts. So it's going down to the wire here. No overtime. And fewer whistles as possible here. Come the Eagles. Slapped in. Not sure if it was Moser or Lattenville. They make it 4-1 with 6:08 showing. Cougars are defending Section 7 champions. They're trailing Beekmantown now 4-1. 6:08 to go. Well, it's been a big third period here for Beekmantown. .5:15 on the clock. Shot high and wide. Going for the wraparound. .444 left in the third. 12 minutes before mass. Another whistle. Only went 7 seconds that time. Face-off will be to the left of Garand. It went 5 seconds before the whistle blew. .432 left in the third. Cougars have scored. 3:50 to go. It's a 4-2 game. It's been a busy third period. Sounded like 14 scored. And Coulomb. I'm not sure if they said 17. Bedard had the assist. Can't quite pick up the sound here. 3:36 to go. Less than 10 minutes before Mass. And as you can see from the crowd, we're going to have a bottleneck trying to get out of here. The worst that could happen to me is the Cougars tie it. Yeah. They're sure stopping the clock a lot here in the final 4 minutes. Under 3 to go. Down 2:43 with a stoppage. Cougars, as you may have noticed, have pink socks and a lot of pink on their sticks. I imagine it's Women's Cancer Awareness, probably might even be specifically breast cancer awareness. .150 to go. Cougars trying to make it a 1-goal game with 1:33 remaining. Six and a half before mass. We're definitely going to be late. I imagine we're going to have a timeout. Barring a goal, we'll hope for a unwhistled minute and a half here, unless somebody scores. .120. Open net. Cougars going 6 on 5 with the open net. They lose 5-2 or 4-2, I guess it doesn't matter. The extra man is on the ice. 47 seconds. No icing. .26 seconds. .15 seconds. Eight. Two. So the final score will be 4-2. Beekmantown defeats Northeastern. That's the way it was on this January 12th, 2019. We're watching viewer-supported local television, hometown cable. We got to go to mass. Thanks for watching.